Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we want to talk about how to leverage breathwork for your balance and your coordination. How do we improve upon those things using breathwork, right? It sounds very strange. Breathwork, balance, coordination, how does that all sort of tie in together? That's what you're hearing in this video. So definitely stick around till the end so you get all the value, so you can go ahead and educate yourself and also educate anyone that requires you to tell them, essentially, right? So these series of videos, they all have a theme, right? Alpha Health, if you don't know already, there's a ton of videos for you to watch. It'll give you guidance on what Alpha Health is, but we break down health, right? What is health? What is Alpha Health? Even though that has a negative connotation to what alpha is, every single one of us, for us to survive in this world, we have to be an alpha, or else we won't survive. The fact that we're here, our ancestors, our mom, or our grandparents, or great-great-grandparents, they all have to be alpha. Something in their life allowed them to procreate, for them to allow them to make, their offsprings and offsprings and offsprings, eventually to get to you. And so what happens is we forgot what Alpha Health looks like, because, I'm a victim. I don't want to say victim, I did it to myself. Over time, I just went into life's luxuries, right? The fact that we live in I don't know when you're watching this, but we live in 2024 right now. And in this day and age, everything is accessible with the tap of a button. I can go on my phone right now. I can go to Uber Eats. I can order my food. I never have to take a step outside my house, right? My food can be literally, they'll knock on my door, they'll give it to me. And this is such an amazing miracle that we're able to do this. But at the same time, you have side effects as well. So that's one, right? So in terms of eating, we can easily automate that through Uber Eats or whatever. So we're not moving our body. And when we're not moving our body, guess what? We're stationary. We're probably on our couch. We're probably in our chair, probably on our bed, probably on the floor, wherever you prefer to just not do anything, you're on it. And when you're on it, you're not moving, your body's not moving. And when your body's stationary, I'm gonna pause because there's a lot of wind right now and you probably see the camera shaking. While I do that, I see a bunch of dog people, a lot of dogs. Okay, so to sum that all up, I talk all about it in mindset because it's something so fundamental. Why I'm driven to do what I'm doing is because of the fact that I realize after doing research what's happening to our world, and I'm upset by it, I'm sad by it, which is why it activated me, because if I can give anything back, I'd rather give something back than nothing back. And so I applied the protocol to myself, the core M3, as I like to say in Alpha: movement, metabolism, mindset. And the version you see here is a 3-year work in progress, right? I'm not done. Probably at year 5 I'll be done, but in year 3, I think for myself, I'm very content. And as long as I automated that process, we should be in good company. So movement, metabolism, mindset. Movement, metabolism, mindset. These are the 3 words I want you to get obsessed over. These 3 words will help you with everything that's about your health, because it all ties in to exactly how you're living. Let's break it down real quick, right? Movement. What are you doing for movement? Are you moving? Are you not moving? I'm clearly at the park. I said gym because I was just there right before this. I had to drive here, I had to walk here, I had to come here, I had to set all this up, so I did a lot of movement. But in case of Alpha, the way we break it down is breathwork and blood flow. Breathwork and blood flow. How are we breathing, and how are we moving our body so we're getting blood flow to the right areas? Like, are we getting enough blood flow? Like, are you fixed or very stiff and you're not moving your shoulders, or maybe you're not moving your hips? You're not moving your body. So we want to make sure that any of the stiffness in the joint areas where you're not activating, we want to activate that. So breathwork is the concept of today, and how do we improve our coordination and our balance? And for us to do that, the way we want to think about it is, what is breathing? Let's start with that. What is breathing, right? Many of us take this for granted because we just do it all day long. It's a very automatic process, autonomic process. But if I were to ask you right now, hey, take a deep breath, you're probably gonna do what I'm gonna do right now. I'm exaggerating, of course, and then I let it go. What happens is most of us are breathing from the top of our lungs. It's a very shallow breathing from the upper lobes of our lungs. We're not actually getting the full range of breath that we can actually do ourselves. And the way I want you to think about this is that when you are breathing, you're not engaging this muscle called the diaphragm. there's this huge dome-shaped muscle that's right below your lungs, and it contracts and expands based on your inhalation and exhalation. So if you're inhaling, guess what's happening? You're expanding the lungs, you're becoming a big balloon, and when you become a big balloon, it's pushing down your diaphragm so it contracts, so you're allowed to get as much oxygen as possible. But then when you're letting it go, when you exhale, what happens is you're now relaxing the diaphragm, your lungs become very, very small, and you're able to, do the next breath. It's a very, very conscious process when you're doing belly breathing. Of course, as you master this more and more, it can become an autonomic process. But for most people, it takes many, many years because we're trained, we've never been trained. We just breathe because no one has told us otherwise. So that's how you're breathing. We can talk about the physiology later, but I want to now just show you what is belly breathing. So go ahead and put your right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly. And what we want to do is we want to expand the belly, rise the chest, expand the belly, rise the chest. I'm going to show you a demo of it, and maybe you can follow along just so that you get an idea for the first 2, and then we'll do 5 together. So what I would recommend you do is, again, expand the belly, expand it. So I'm going to exaggerate, expand it, and then bring it up to your chest, rise the chest, and then let it go. Expand the belly, rise the chest, let it go, right? So we want to do 5 of these. And I'm going to show you what happens to someone that is actually doing this breath, how they feel just by me. You'll see how I am, how I talk, and etc. after that. So again, inhale from the belly. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. That felt good. I had a pretty stressful day today, but I always know I have one thing that's always with me, no one can take away, which is my breath. Every single day for the last probably 5 years, I've been focusing on my breath. I've been really tuning myself to my natural state. And I think you can see what's happening, right? You see how much calmer I am, how I feel. And hopefully you feel very similar. Some of you might feel a little tired. You might have yawned, you might have cried, you might have laughed. It sounds strange, right? But what happens is we release a lot of built emotions that we trap within ourselves based on how we're feeling. Some of you, if you look in the mirror, you'll see that you're very broad, and you'll notice that you're in an inhaled position and you're just stuck. Some of you are in a very contracted position, you're stuck. But when you allow your rib cage, your muscles, everything just to expand and contract through the natural motions, you'll be in a place that you're really meant to be. A very good place, to be honest. So let's tie it back now, right? We talked about the breath, we did a little bit of breath, and now let's talk about how does it improve your balance and coordination. When you were doing that breathing, if you were doing it right, if you eventually do it, you'll notice that, I'm going to pause for a second, there's a lot of air. What you realize is that it forces you to be in the moment. It forces you to be aware of your surroundings, because you're doing so much to yourself. You're activating so much of yourself that you normally wouldn't. And so your balance is a direct relation to how mindful you are, how present you are to your current moment. We're so focused on the future sometimes, anxious of the future, depressed about the past, but we're not in the moment. The moment's a pretty cool place. I know I hear it all the time. Now I'm saying it. I didn't want to believe it, but it is what it is. This is all we have. We only have this moment. So your balance and coordination, I guarantee you, any activity that you do, whether you shoot a basketball, whether you're going to go ahead for a run, I guarantee you, focus on your breath and see how nimble you become. See how aware you are of your body, of your foot, of your knees, of your hips, of your chest, of your shoulders, of your arms, of your neck, of your head, etc., right? So think of that as you're going about your day, as you hit the gym, as you do progressive overload, as you get those gains. I want you to keep that in mind. With that being said, guys, I hope you found value in this video. If you liked this video, definitely give me a like, letting me know you liked the video. If you disliked the video, definitely give me a dislike, letting me know why in the comments below. And really the big thing that I love to see is you guys subscribing to my channel, right? That's the metric that I believe it's true. I don't think a lot of spam bots would subscribe to my channel because I don't know what value they would get. But for all the people that are watching, like you, like my family members, like my friends, like my colleagues, like my clients, all of you guys understand that there's a lot of value in this. It might not resonate with me, but as long as I get that party started, you understand how to think about it. And as you go throughout your days and months and years, you will have some profound changes. With that, guys, hopefully have a good one. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.